Welcome to the first episode of Once Upon a Van Life. We're going to give you a little intro and bio of who we are. I'm Josh.
I'm Sam, and this is Hendrix. So about 2 years ago, we decided we'd had enough of what we were doing. We'd had enough of Southern Ontario, and we decided we wanted to do some traveling. So we let our roommates know, we let our parents know, we sold our house, most of the stuff we own, and we hit the road about 2.5 weeks ago in Velma, which is our van that we're in right now.
So we're going to give you a little van tour here of our van Velma. She's a 2016 Mercedes Sprinter. As you can see, we have a really cool outside awning. Obviously we need a ladder to get up there. Also, you can see that we have a deck up there so we can chill and hang out up there. We have three 100-watt solar panels up there, and we'll show you kind of a little bit more of that after. Yeah, so this is the outside of our van.
So I'm going to show you the inside of Velma. First thing, we have our little kitchenette here, which is great. We've got sink, we've got a water filter system for drinking water. Underneath here is a little surprise. We've got our 3-burner stove, as well as a little itty bitty oven down here, which is awesome. So we can even make a pizza, make some cookies, and little shelves. We've got lots of cabinets, which is awesome for storage. Underneath the bench here, we have a really basic little composting toilet. The platform I'm standing on actually opens up with a little slide out here, which is your shower head. So you can actually have a shower right in the middle of the camper here. It's got a pull-up shower curtain that clips on these black hooks. Maybe we'll show you that another time. We've got a pretty big fridge with a freezer because our buddy here does eat raw meat, so we had to get something that we could keep some meat in there for him. And we're lucky enough to have actually a queen size bed. It's actually a little bit longer than a queen size bed because he also insists on sleeping with us, and at 145 pounds, it's basically another human in bed with us. So we've got lots of storage going down the side, and we just use packing cubes for all of our clothes over there. Lots of storage at the back, and then underneath is what we call the garage, and we'll show you that from the back side. So we've got a couple of extra cool little features. This guy here is actually a pop-up power bar. So we got a couple of USBs and a few plugins. We use this for things like the Vitamix and charging our phones and things like that. You do have to turn the inverter on to get this guy to work, but that's just right up here. So we've got our little control panel. You've got your LEDs, your cabin lights. We've got a heating pad on the water tank for when it gets really cold, since we are in Canada. Water pump and propane for the stove, which is all mounted in the garage down below. The last thing we have is we do have a diesel heater mounted under the front passenger seat. Both seats swivel around, and it's got its own independent diesel tank down under the side.
So this is the garage that Sam is referring to. You can see on the back we have some shelves and some storage here. It's important to have everything compact when you're living in the van life, and so far it's been working out for us. I'm not going to take everything out, but you can see we have our water tank, a 60-liter water tank. Our propane is safely in this box here, which is great. We do have a water heater back there, but I'm not going to climb back there. That's where the water pump is and everything. And here's the inverter and all our power. This is the controller for the solar panel. And yeah, very, very clean setup. Breakers before and after everything. And yeah, this is our garage. And this is our solar panels. On top, as you can see, we have a deck, which is pretty cool, one of my favorite things. And yeah, this is the view from where we are in Port Stanley today. Yeah, we're gonna make use of this deck very well. So part of our video, we want to have a little section where we talk about stories from the road. So about a week in, we decided we're going to go camping at Killbear Provincial Park. We get there, there's not as much setup because you got a van. We take a few things out, and we decide, hey, let's take Hendrix to the dog beach. So we go and we do that for about an hour or so, and we come back, and all the stuff that we had set out, our telescopic ladder, our chairs, wood, the awning poles, everything's gone.
The camping stove, the dog tether.
Sam and I can't believe our eyes. Everything's gone.
And we didn't know what to do. We started asking the people around us if they had seen anybody. The guy across the way had been golfing with his wife, so they unfortunately hadn't seen anything. We're surrounded by families and toddlers, like the most wholesome campground you've ever been in. So up to the front desk we go to fill out an incident report and let them know. They actually had the park warden come down and talk to us, and we filled out another report with the park warden. And then they decided we should probably file a police report with the OPP because it's over $500 worth of gear. Just the ladder alone's probably $200. So we do that, which takes most of our afternoon at that point. So by the time we got back to the campsite, we were like, let's just sit down on the picnic table because our chairs are gone and have a beer. That was kind of where we at. Thank goodness they hadn't stolen that. So
we couldn't even make supper really because they took our wood, and luckily
the stove.
The park rangers that we were talking to brought us some wood because they felt bad for us. So we're making the fire, we're having our beer, and suddenly I just look over and I see two people carrying a water jug that we had left out and
our dish rack.
And I thought instantly in my head, hey, that's our stuff. I said it out loud.
Hey, that's our stuff.
I instantly just started running at them, thinking if I have to brawl these people. I thought because there was a water fill station that was just kitty corner to our site that they were just going to do that. And I ran up to them and they said, they started with, yeah, so guys, we heard that your stuff went missing. So apparently when they go camping, they see that people just leave stuff. And they thought we had left because we didn't have a tent out because, of course, we sleep in our camper.
Which was with us at the beach.
That's right. And so they just started coming and they just took our stuff within the hour we were gone. And luckily they were very, very good about it. They said, oh, we're going to go get your stuff. We're very sorry, very apologetic. The lady looked like she was kind of upset that she had done it. Yeah, they went and got all our stuff back. There was a ladder. Took our ladder, our two brand new chairs, the poles for our awning. I couldn't even put the awning out because they had the ladder.
They took the dog's tether off the tree.
Tether, that's right. So yeah, luckily we got all our stuff back. We wanted to be mad about it, but in true Josh and Sam style, we basically just let bygone be bygones because basically, what were we going to do? They were giving our stuff back anyway, but at the end of the day, it was just something to laugh about and a good story to tell you guys. So,
all the campgrounds we've stayed at, party campgrounds all over Ontario, I have never even had a beer stolen. And here we are at this wholesome campground and someone takes everything. But hey, at least we got it all back. Well, that's our first episode of Once Upon a Van Life. Like and subscribe below if you liked what you saw today. We're going to leave you with some shots of some of the places we've been in the last 2.5 weeks. Thanks a lot.
See you later.